Hello everyone, this is Dr. Wiquar, consultant pain physician at Alleviate Pain and Spine Center, Bangalore. Previously, we were having only pain management as an option, but now with the advent of regenerative medicine, PRP becomes a very important and an integral part in our patient care. So PRP basically is prepared from the patient's blood itself, and in my previous video, I've explained about how do we prepare and harvest the platelets and its application. But today I thought, why not we show you and demonstrate exactly on how the procedure goes, because there are so many doubts which pop in the mind, that how exactly it happens, what are the effects, what are the side effects, is the patient awake, is the anesthesia given, is the patient under complete anesthesia or is it under local anesthesia. So because of all these things, I thought, why not we demonstrate the procedure itself. And before we go into that, why don't we actually know a little about the case itself. So this patient is a 50-year-old female patient, suffering with severe shoulder pain, right shoulder pain since almost 6 months, history of trivial trauma, after which the patient was unable to lift the hand and take the hand behind. So history taking becomes very integral part in this. So in history, we come to know that the patient has had a fall, a trivial trauma was there, and in physical examination, when we actually have seen that the patient has pain on lifting the hand, this is the painful arc, and the patient is unable to take it behind. So keeping this in mind, we come to know that yes, in shoulder, because there are rotator cuff, if you know a little bit, if I have to say a little bit of anatomy of the shoulder, so the shoulder has got a rotator cuff. This rotator cuff actually helps in the stability so that the shoulder joint doesn't dislocate. At the same time, it preserves the mobility, because the shoulder is a very mobile joint. And one of the most important tendon of this rotator cuff is the supraspinatus. So after we have actually gone through the physical examination, we suspected that it might be some pathology related to the supraspinatus tendon. And supraspinatus, we confirmed it with our ultrasound examination, in which we saw that the tendon, basically there can be different types of tears. One is a tendon coming and attaching to the bone, there can be an articular surface tear, or there can be a tear within the tendon, that is called a intrasubstance tear, and above that the bursal tear also can be there. In this case, it was an intrasubstance tear, and there was also some bursitis. And let us go to the OT and see how the procedure is done. Before we start, I just want to mention that the video was taken with the permission of the patient, and it is with the consent as well, the procedure. So here you can see that we are doing PRP of the supraspinatus, and the patient is conscious oriented, and we have given local at the area, and the needle we have introduced is not very big, but in the ultrasound image you can see it magnified. That's the benefit, because you can precisely place, and it also improves the safety, because you can visualize any artery or veins which are present on the way, or nerves. So the painting and draping has been done before, which is not seen in the video. This is the ultrasound image. Here you can see the needle tip slowly progressing. If you can see that the area will be seen as white and black lines normally, but the area which is seen hypoechoic, which we say the areas which are black, so these are the areas which are have the partial tears, which we are going to cover, and small needle movements we do to actually inject the PRP also. I hope it was helpful to you, and the demonstration would have probably clarified your doubts. But further doubts, if you have anything or any other clarification, you can contact us on this number below, and even better, pay us a visit. Thank you.